Hey everybody, welcome to another mighty episode of the Civil Canadians. I'm Scotty V. Now today I'm going to be talking about which supervillains Marvel should use now that they've used Thanos and the Thanos is done being used. So I'm going to be going down the list. I have four villains that Marvel could do. So I'm gonna just be going down the list and giving you my thoughts on it. And since they got the rights to the Fox characters, it's endless possibilities. They could do so much things now. So I'm gonna start off with number five, which I originally had like 10 different characters on here, but I just scratched them all off. But I'm gonna go with Apocalypse. Yes, I know Apocalypse, it's mutant, the X-Men and all that, but it could be a great threat for the Avengers, and it could be a great possibility for the X-Men. If they can establish the X-Men first, and then bring in Apocalypse, and then bring in the Avengers and the X-Men together, like how they did with Guardians, with Infinity War, and then they can battle Apocalypse, just because Apocalypse is one of the most strongest mutants in the Marvel Comics universe. And they Fox did an attempt of Apocalypse, and it was so bad. I did not like Apocalypse at all, even though they had to do the movie. And right now, I think excuse me, Dark Phoenix is coming out June 7th. It's May 4th now, so we're just a month away for Dark Phoenix. Let me know in the comments down below if you're going to be watching Dark Phoenix. I am still on the fence on that. I don't know if I want to watch it, or I'll just wait till it comes out on Blu-ray like I did with Apocalypse. So yeah, Apocalypse, one possibility they can do. Like I said, that's the best way to bring both X-Men and the Avengers together, sort of like exactly like how they did with Guardians. They brought them with the Avengers for Infinity War because they had that common enemy. So number four, they've already done this villain, Ultron. I felt I liked Age of Ultron. Don't get me wrong. Is it my favorite Avengers movie? No, it's obviously going to be in the bottom of that list. But James Spader was such a perfect cast for Ultron, and I felt like Ultron was kind of toned down a little bit. Like he was brought down to like PG level, not even PG-13, and he wasn't scary. Like when I saw the comics and when I saw that animated show with the Avengers, I was freaked out for Ultron. Like I was scared. If I see him, I would shake. Like I would get scared. I didn't get that feeling with Ultron. They try to they I give Joss Whedon credit because he did a great job in all the two movies he's made with Marvel, but Ultron was too human. He felt too human for me. Like he had emotions and making jokes. That's not the Ultron I know. The Ultron I know wants world domination or world level extinction. That like how he wanted in the movie. Ultron was made too human with a human kind of a human face looking expressions, and I that's the only criticism I have with Age of Ultron. Ultron was too human. He's not human, and obviously it was great that they made Tony Stark make him instead of Hank Pym, because obviously Hank Pym wasn't in the MCU yet, and he was introduced in Ant-Man. So Ultron, they could obviously do Ultron better this time. I had this weird theory that Ultron would have came back, but obviously it didn't happen. Because Ultron, part of Ultron is still in Vision, and I'm pretty sure Shuri uploaded some of Vision's computer thingy majiggies on their system, so Ultron could live in there. So with Ultron, make him more menacing, more scary. That's what I have for Ultron. Number three, Galactus. He's a big cosmic being, a big threat for Earth and obviously the universe. Now, with these characters, they don't have to take 10 years to build to. They can obviously do 5 movies, 6 movies, whatever, and then build from there, right? Galactus, very big being, bigger than Thanos, obviously, and then that's a perfect way to introduce the Silver Surfer. If they don't do that with the Fantastic Four, I'm pretty sure they're going to introduce the Fantastic Four at some point. Maybe not for the next 3-4 years, maybe 5-6 years down the road, we'll get a Fantastic Four movie. Now, I don't know if they'll introduce uh, Galactus in that movie, or the Silver Surfer, whatever. But Galactus is a big level threat for the Avengers, for Earth, and like I said, like how I said with Apocalypse, they could bring the Fantastic Four with the Avengers and help them with the big cosmic entity and being whatever. Um, Obviously not with the original Avengers. If you've seen Endgame, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, they can do Galactus. Now my number two and number one, I kind of was going back and forth, but I think I'll go number two as Kang, with Kang the Conqueror. Kang the Conqueror basically was just recently in the Marvel Lego superhero game, and he's basically a time traveling villain that goes to other worlds and like collects them, sort of like Brainiac in the DC universe. If you haven't seen Krypton, by the way, go watch that show. I was making fun of that show. I'm like, bro, who the hell wants to watch a story about Superman's grandfather? No one cares. I'm gonna bite my tongue on this one. Krypton is so great. I cannot wait to watch season 2 when it airs in June. I'm excited for that. So I'm losing track. King the Conqueror, because they introduced that time travel element in Avengers Endgame, and they went back to the original Avengers, and they went to Thor: The Dark World, and they went to Vormir to get the Soul Stone. So they time traveled with Captain America and went back in time, and it's a great villain. Maybe they can they accidentally opened up a wormhole or something, and King the Conqueror comes through from another time, and the possibilities are endless possibilities with Kang the Conqueror, and I can't wait if they choose to do that. They can also do Annihilus, which we all thought the Avengers Endgame was going to be called Avengers Annihilation, which obviously thank God it wasn't, because it wouldn't make sense to introduce Annihilus into Endgame, because it didn't make sense. But for a long time I thought it was Annihilation. For a while it was Endgame or Annihilation. It was back and forth, but then I ended up deciding to go with Annihilation. But then it was Endgame, which I'm happy with. I'm totally fine with. And my number one, I think he's one of the greatest villains Marvel has ever created. Doctor Doom. We've got him in 2 movies or 3 Fantastic Four movies. The first one was okay. The second one was just awful. And the third one, the reboot with Josh Tank or Trank or whatever, was an abomination. I did not like that movie. It was upside down and turned this way, turned that. Oh man, that was just a bad. And it molded with Doctor Doom. He got stuck in some joke type goo in space. I don't know what the hell that was. It was horrible. No. They can reboot Doctor Doom easily. They could. I wish. Okay, you know what? Spoilers right here. I'm gonna spoil something major in Endgame, so get out if you haven't seen the movie. I mean it. Pause this video, save it for watch later, and then come back. You've been warned. I wish Tony Stark would have made out of that movie alive, just because it would have been great to see Victor Von Doom and Tony Stark talking with each other and making a business deal. That would have been great. But Tony Stark bit the dust. He saved the universe with just a snap of his fingers. So Doctor Doom, he was in the game Marvel Ultimate Alliance, and let me tell you, when I played that game for the first time, I was like 10, 11 when that game came out. I was scared for Doctor Doom, because what Doctor Doom did in that game, man, and what he did to the heroes, wow, it was amazing. And obviously at the end of the game, he was defeated by Odin. But Odin is dead in the MCU. So they can do some sort of iteration of that Doctor Doom. He was menacing. He obviously had his own country. Doctor Doom would be the superior villain just because he's smart, and he's always 10 steps ahead of everybody else. You think you're 9 steps? He's 10. He's 1 step above everybody else, and he can create all this chaos and He can control the Iron Man armor, get through the military, everything. Doctor Doom is so great as a villain, and I hope they start building him up because they have the rights to him now. Doctor Doom can be one menacing villain for the MCU. I can tell you that. But I think they're going space based, so either Kang the Conqueror or Galactus would be a better choice. But if they're gonna do an Earth based villain, Doctor Doom is the one to go, and he can cause chaos in Asgard, or New Asgard. He can cause chaos anywhere in the universe. He can cause chaos. So yeah, those are my lists. So I'll read it to you again. I got Apocalypse, Ultron, Galactus, Kang the Conqueror, and Doctor Doom. Alright guys, like this episode of the Civil Canadians, hit a like, share, subscribe, share this video around, be good.